Hey guys, this is William. I wanted to bring you with one of the latest projects that's going to be going on in our community with Joe, Cindy, and Alice. They just acquired this house. It's actually one of two. That one was sold off somewhere else, but they got this one. And there's some trash trucks going on, so I apologize for that, but I think you can still hear me pretty well. Here's what's really interesting. This house was built in the 40s, and this is not functional, but by the time they're done with it, they're gonna make that functional. They're gonna open it up so they can get some natural light in there. So what we're seeing right here is no porch, just a stoop. We're gonna actually open this up, and there's nothing but dirt here, so there's gonna be a lot of concrete work, a lot of asphalt work. But as we step inside here real quick, this is what I was talking about. This entryway right here, this whole entryway, they're gonna tear it all down and they're gonna turn this back into a porch so that they can enjoy the view that's back out there. Not that there's much of a view out there, but I mean, there is this area that, you know, you might as well have a porch. So all of this right here, all of this is gonna be walled back in so that we have a dining room. And right now there's Cindy, Joe, and Alice talking about the property. Let's go in here real quick. So here's the fun part. This is a room. It was a fireplace room, so that you get your fireplace. There is no key. We can't find the key to turn on the gas. We can't even find a gas lighter in there. But what's really kind of fun is they give you the keys. Go figure. So this is some of the challenges that they're going to have here. All these walls are plaster, as you can see right through here. They've got some electrical issues with converting everything. They're going to have to redo all the electrical. And here is another challenge. Not much of a challenge. It's just like push buttons. Have you seen these? Unless you've been in old San Diego or older houses, you don't really see them. So I'm going to bypass these guys real quick because they're talking. And we're going to go next door here to the kitchen. The kitchen is kind of interesting because the moment I walked in here, I thought I was being transformed into like an old taco shop. And you'll see why here in a second. But it's got this big sink. This is all going to go, and they're going to open up this wall behind me into that room that we were just in and make this all one room. But it's all going to really depend upon what is in the ceiling. Is it a load-bearing wall? Is it not load-bearing wall? What have you? This is what I'm talking about. It's a giant hood that went over the stove. But can you see this? I mean, this is like the back screen of or back shop of a taco shop to me. I mean, not an insult, just kind of that's what it reminds me of. So as we step in here, this is the washroom area where they had laundry. And then straight over here behind us, there's another little room that it has outside door access. So as we take a little bit more of a tour through the house, I'll come back into this room where they just were. As you can see, there's this really nice art that was done. This furniture, built-in furniture. They've decided that they're going to keep that. Hopefully they're not keeping this, but who knows. Actually, that's all metal. That's really heavy. So as we walk through the house, there's these interesting separation doors. And as you walk through the house right now, it's cooler because all the walls are plaster Paris. This is an interesting bathroom. It's going to require quite a bit of renovation. We've got this standing sink that needs to go. We've got a tub that's in concrete. Yeah, embedded in concrete. And how about that for an old way of modifying it into a shower? Kind of cool. I'm not even going to tell you about the toilet because, yeah, this is a video about the house, not some of the weird things about it. So as we walk down the hall, there's some other deep cabinets that are in here. What's staying, what's going is still questionable. But as we step into this room, again, this is going to be converted a little bit where they're going to push this out a little bit and they're going to turn this into a bathroom. And then they're going to bring this closet wall forward a little bit so I can get a better angle on it so you can see how much room is right here. they're going to actually bring this wall right here all the way across. And as they do that, they're going to have a big walk-in closet. And this room is going to be about 10 feet by 12 feet. So it's not a bad sized room for this house. And as we continue going through the house, there's this room. There's this room. It's paneled. And it's not wood paneling. This is cheap, like press board paneling. You can tell the difference in my voice right away because it really absorbs a lot of noise. What was really interesting was what was going on behind this wall. This is kind of fun. So they pulled this back to look behind, and there's nothing really there. So we actually had to step in here. Now this is kind of fun because let me see if I can get this picture. I don't know if I can get this picture, but I'm gonna look up here and you tell me what you see.
Yeah, that's a fireplace.
That's a fireplace. So that's what was here on this wall, was a fireplace. So that'll be an interesting discovery as they open up that wall. And as we go into this third and final room, they're talking about shutting this wall down and closing this off and turning this into a granny flat or an Airbnb. There's this great little room right here where they're going to be able to push back the wall a little bit, bring in some plumbing, and do the bathroom. And because this is all raised floor, it's completely possible to do that. And then as you step over here into this section, that wall obviously is going to be coming forward here. And then they're going to turn the rest of this into like a kitchen dinette. And obviously this would be the access point to get outside. And there's a little bit of a patio here. The garage back here, that's all going to be torn down, and all of this is going to be turned into blacktop back here. But as you can see, there's plenty of space back there for parking as they need it. So this is going to be kind of a fun little project. Oh, this is the fun thing. You want to know where to keep your drugs in a house this old? Right there. No, we have no idea why. Smells like a skunk down there, actually, to be honest with you. If you know about 1920 to 1940 built houses in the area of 28th and 8th Street, get back to me, because I'm really curious to know why that type of ventilation is in here. I want to learn that. I want to learn about that. That's kind of interesting. What's really fascinating is all the different types of light switches and outlets that are here. We've got more of a modern switch, but right down here we have an external one. And then of course I showed you the push button ones. Oh, this is the one right by this door. I totally forgot to show you. Have you ever seen a round switch? This right here. Yeah. And then just a little bit of wire to that outlet. So yeah, can you say code has changed a lot? But what's great is they want to try to keep as much of this woodwork and header work as much as possible. Me, who has a lot of allergies, is going nuts because I lived in a house like this when I was a kid, and dusting all of that, let's just say that that might still be an issue that I have with my parents on an emotional trauma level. But as we continue going back out to this house, I'm not gonna give you the numbers at the moment, but I want to know what your questions are. What are your questions about this house? What would you like to know? What would you suggest in this house? How much do you think they should have purchased the house for? How much rehab do you think it's going to be in there? Play along with me. I'm very curious to know. If this was your project, what is it that you want to know about it? And we'll get back to you with those questions. All right, guys. So we're going to be doing a property tour in this house very shortly. Right after the construction, I'm assuming, is going to start. And then we're going to do a couple more property tours during the construction, and then you'll be able to see the final product. So if you guys are interested in checking out what we do with Positive Impact REI, if you want to meet Joe, Cindy, or Alice and learn what they're going to be learning through this project, and Joe's over there kind of giggling at me, but it's going to be a fun project. I, of course, is going to be coming over here often and making videos just for the fun of it. and because there's going to be a lot to learn about this property. As I learn about this property, I'm going to be sharing it with you too. All right, guys, keep up with me. Again, ask your questions below. Ask your thoughts below. Like I said, if you're a contractor in the area of San Diego, of 30th and Elm area, let me know. Or that's 28 and Date Street, that property's in this area. If you're familiar with the 1920 to 1940 era houses, please contact me. Would love to make those relationships, because we're looking at this area more and more. All right, guys, have a great day, and we'll see you soon. Bye.